So the afternoon session about to get underway here on table one on the final day of the winners group of Championship League Snooker. Neil Robertson against Martin Gould is our match, and these two both looking good in the table at the moment. Robertson and Gould both on 3 points. Robertson second, Gould third. There's three players on 3 points. Mark Selby has won 12 frames, so he's top. Robertson 10 and Gould 9. John Higgins, Judd Trump and Jack Lazowski are all on 2. Stuart Bingham on 1 with just one match to play, so he's struggling, but it really is a very close group, as you would expect really with 7 top players. The match on table 2, Mark Selby against Jack Lazowski. Lazowski, if he won that, he would go to 3. If Selby wins it, he'll be on 4, and he will be in the playoffs guaranteed. So this big match really here. They've both got another match to play afterwards. Gould plays Judd Trump, Robertson plays Stuart Bingham. But whoever wins this one obviously moves up to 4 points and then pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot later on this evening. Neil Robertson to break in frame 1. He had a good start to the day. He actually got here with about a minute to spare. Got a parking ticket actually, but anyway, he wasn't Dr. Frame and he beat John Higgins 3-1. Gould though, Gould on table 2 also played really well. He had breaks in 93, 131, and he beat Jack Lazowski 3-0. Cracking pot from Gould. He's not frightened to take them on, is he, Martin Gould? He set a new high break target of 131, but then Mark Selby surpassed it with 135. I would expect it to be in the 140s, though, by the end of the day. It's £1,000 for the highest break in the group. Most important thing right now, though, of course, is to actually get into the playoffs. And whoever wins this match should be there. Well, it doesn't look like it's gone to plan.
45, touch and ball. Gould 45.
Whenever these two play, inevitably thoughts go back to the 2010 World Championship. Second round when Martin Gould led 11-5 going into the final session. Neil Robertson came back and won 13-12 and of course went on to win the title. Lots happened since then though for both of these two. Gould has become a tournament winner himself, won the German Masters in 2016 and a few other events as well, including this Championship League in 2013. Good pot, but just hasn't finished nicely on a colour. Cue ball on the baulk cushion makes it much harder. So just trying to keep things tight. Leads by 46 points. Well, he was not impressed with that one, was he? And he's left a chance for Gould, already 46 to the good. Remember, it goes first in terms of the standings in the table on points won, then frames won. So at the moment, Mark Selby's top because he's won 12 frames, Robertson 10, Gould 9. They're all on 3 points. Although, of course, these two have played a match more, sorry, a match fewer than Selby. Didn't want to catch that red. That's a slight error. Although he is still on a pot.
14.
Well, this black puts him 68 in front with 67 on. He was in initially, broke down, but was given another chance. Martin Gould, a very dangerous player. He seems to struggle from inconsistency. Down at 27 in the world rankings, has been in the top 16, but make no mistake, he's dangerous, particularly I think over short formats. He seems to do well for whatever reason in the shorter formats. He's done so at the shootout, the old power snooker. He's won this in 2013 as well. And he's won this first frame for sure.
30.
Missed that one, but surely the damage has been done. It's 5 snookers. Neil Robertson stays in his seat, so Martin Gould pretty swiftly takes the opening frame here on table 1. On table 2, Jack Nazowski's won the opening frame against Mark Selby. So this winners group coming to the boil. After these matches, there's just 3 more to be played, and then we'll have our 4 semi-finalists doing battle later on this evening. Remember, the first prize is £10,000 plus a place in the prestigious Champion of Champions big tournament in Coventry in November. So Martin Gould dominated the opening frame against Neil Robertson, who didn't pot a ball, in fact. 1-0 to the Englishman. Robertson showed good form, of course, of late. He won the Welsh Open last month, and then in his next tournament got to the final, Players' Championship, just last weekend in Preston, lost to 10-4 to Ronnie O'Sullivan. The snooker circuit moves on to Gibraltar tomorrow. Not everyone is playing in that, but then got the Tour Championship next week just for the top 8 money earners this season, and then the China Open, and then of course the World Championship starts next month. Now then, we're hoping he's covered the red near the pocket. Robertson coming round to look at it, suggesting he hasn't. Chance for the Australian to get involved then in this match.
Six. Seven. Robertson 12.
Well unexpected, really. He's a little cut back, but usually pretty solid on those sort of shots.
One.
Gives Gould another opening. Incidentally, we've had 99 centuries in this year's Championship League, so keep an eye out for whoever makes the 100th. I'm sure it'll come this afternoon. Judd Trump
8.
has made 599 in his career, so he's just one away from becoming the 5th player to make 600 at the age of just 29. Incredible, really.
Nine. Sixteen. Seventeen.
Very confidently played into the Reds to try and just fan them out a bit, get them into potable positions.
24.
Well, is he on the pink here?
Can you clean the cue ball? Yes, okay.
First things first, he's asked the referee, Paul Collier, to clean the white.
Okay. $31. $32. $37. $38. $45. $46.
Just a slight angle on this blue. He's actually in the end pretty straight, so couldn't do much with the white. Break goes to 51, the lead 39. Next couple of shots crucial, really, in terms of Gould opening a 2-0 lead.
.52. .57.
Well, either way, it's a tough one to continue. Whether he takes the red down the cushion or this one below the pink, where the white is, it just makes queuing a little bit more difficult. This could be really the last chance for Robertson in this frame. But the red goes in. He's playing well, Gould. Really is. Black to lead by 54, which means he would need one more red as well. Well, 53 in fact, but either way, he would need one more red as well.
.65.
So he's come to life again. Robertson missed that little cutback red. Martin Gould is playing really well here. He's already, remember today, beaten Jack Lazowski 3-0. And he's looking here to put himself top of the table and into the playoffs tonight. He's still got another match to play against Trump.
71. 72. .78. 79.
'Nicely done. So the century's on. Had that 1-3-1 earlier against Lazowski. He had century yesterday as well. And this would be, remember, the 100th of this year's Championship League. It just shows you how high the standards are, because this is day 16 in total. But these players, all of them, all 25 who've played in it this year, have really produced between them some excellent snooker, really high standard. And Martin Gould underlining that here with this contribution.
90. 92. 95. 99.
This blue then for the 100th century of this year's Championship League. And Martin Gould is the man who's made it. And for me, Gould now playing the best snooker in this group. He looks bang in form,
10.
in the zone, determined to first book his place in the playoffs, where he would be, again, a major threat this evening. It's a great clearance of 117 from Martin Gould. The Pinner Potter, in about 25 minutes, has taken a 2-0 lead over Neil Robertson. And Gould looking good to take what would be his 4th point from 5 matches. Just hearing from table 2, Jack Lazowski. He's leading 2-0 against Mark Selby. Jack's going to stay on regardless to play John Higgins. Gould stays on this table to play Judd Trump.
Frame 3. That's right. Yeah, frame 3. Neil Robertson's a break.
Referee Paul Collier just making sure it is frame 3. It is, and Neil Robertson needs to pull his socks up. He's trailing 2-0. Well, as if he needed any luck the way he's playing. That's an outrageous fluke, really, from Gould. Well, what you're supposed to do, he's already playing great, and he's getting the luck as well. Not only the fact that Red went in, he finished nicely on the green as well. Well, it started with a fluke. Can Martin Gould go on and win the frame from it and the match? Paul Collier, first of all, has got to get the pink in a line. Well, played that so well into the pack. The only problem here is the pink's gone a bit awkward, and I'm not sure the black pot's either, so yeah, it's not straightforward this now actually, and he's a bit straight on the red, so getting back up for the blue is an issue. It was a good split, but that occasion maybe didn't get the fortune, although I guess he can't complain after the initial fluke. So that's the first recovery shot, and this is the second one coming up. As I say, black and pink out of commission, so this isn't as straightforward as it could have been, but Gould feeling confident, potting superbly today. Just needs to slow up here, which it has done. Well, this time he's not impressed.
28.
This looks like getting a break. Very difficult queuing for the red to the left middle. Still, he leads by 28. He leads 2-0. He's holding all the cards in this match.
28. Foul and a miss. Martin Gould full.
Not hard enough. Looks like these reds are covering one another though, in terms of being potable. Gould having a good look.
Further back. Okay.
Well, this is certainly harder. He may have played the plant, but the main thing in that shot was where the cue ball is, getting the white back to ball. Now Robertson can see this red, but it's a big shot this. 2-0 down, 32-0 down. Great pot.
One.
Looks like one's all he's going to get for it though. Well, he's taken on a tough pot there, and he needs some cover for this red near the right corner. He's looking anxiously. He's not got the cover. It's a chance for Martin Gould, who leads by 31. If he can knock this red in, get on a colour, then he's got a chance to win the match. Not this time. He may have been a bit lucky here because it looks like one red covers the other. The one he's missed, he's covered by the one a little away from the pocket. Well, he's not covered that red. And Robertson's such a great long potter. It's his real strength, I would say. Sort of ball he usually knocks in, this. Yeah, he just expected him to pop that. Got his hand on the bed of the table. That's his range, as I said. So he's in, and he needs to start to put something together soon.
Seven.
This would be so much simpler if the black potted, but it's just a bit more awkward. The cue ball having to travel more because it's going down for the blue all the time. Well, those reds are lined up, so he is on one, but still not quite as played. Yeah, and he's missed it. Disappointing, made just 12 from that.
Robertson 12.
Well, this finished okay. Catches the red, he's finished on the pink. And pushing the red safe is not a bad thing for him because it's a bit of security. He's in front in the frame, albeit not by many, just 20, but that could come to his rescue later, that safe red. He's got these three in a row here. Pink now on its spot helps. So Martin Gould with a chance to wrap this up.
7.
Well, he was the lowest ranked player in the group, but Martin Gould is a former winner and has played superbly today. Beat Atlazowski 3-0, and he's poised perhaps to whitewash Neil Robertson as well. Thought that was a kick, but it's gone in and he's on the pink.
15.
Can Martin Gould follow up his 2013 Championship League success? It would be a big deal for him because he's been struggling a little bit of late. It would mean he'd have the Champion of Champions to look forward to in November, and that's aside from all the money as well. At least by 34 here. Going to need 2 reds and colours, and he's going to be the winner barring snookers. Great shot. Effectively the winning shot, you would think.
28.
This red, and it is snookers required. Well, he's played well again, Gould, and he goes top of the table with still a match to play. He's on 4 points. Robertson still on 3. Neil Robertson also has another match though, so he has every chance still to qualify. But Martin Gould, I'm sure we'll be seeing him in the playoffs tonight.
33.
He's had a little bit of luck at the right time as well, which you do need. But bottom line is he's played well.
Martin Gould 34, frame of the match.
There's the handshake then. Neil Robertson comes forward to congratulate Martin Gould, who's the winner by 3 frames to 0. He made the 100th century of this year's Championship League, 117 in frame 2. He was pretty dominant throughout, and for now, he's top with 4 points. I'm sure we'll be seeing him in the playoffs in the semi-finals this evening. He stays on. He's got one more match to play. He stays on this table. Next up for him, he's Judd Trump.